about cats and taking care of kittens that inspired you to make this your life's work?
I don't know whether or not it's because I simply have been in veterinary medicine for over 20 years, specifically 17 of it plus in feline-only medicine. But having fosters and rescue groups come to you constantly and them being frustrated that there's the lack of medical care out there for their babies, well, we can do better. So what could we do? So I found out that creating a 501c3 specifically for the feline neonate made it a ton easier to be able to provide the necessary medical care. And now it's like my personal mission is like I'm going to be able to educate and help the rest of the community in our area take care of these little kittens.
Yeah, and you've become an incredible influencer. That's the big buzzword now. I mean, you have a bazillion and one followers on Instagram alone. What does that mean for you to be in that role?
God, honestly, I don't think of myself as one of those influencers. I honestly think I'm doing my job appropriately as a veterinary technician because we are the educators of the practice. And if I can get the information out there that medical care is possible, you just need to know how to ask the right questions, then I'm doing my job. And if they're going to call me an influencer, then that's a title I'm happy to accept.
I can imagine that it's also, this is an emotional business you're in. So I'm always curious with rescuers, what do you do to take care of yourself as in a kind of restorative way? Because, not all the kittens make it and it's tough.
Right. It is tough. And I will be completely honest, I'm a workaholic. So I go to work early in the morning. I'm there by 6:30. I take care of my patients along with whatever kittens I have. I come home, I still take care of my family and these kittens on top of it. But there are some times that you just have to say no and give yourself a limit. Like my limit is 10. I'm done after 10. And then there are some weekends that you're just you sit there and you look at your batch of kittens, you're like going, what did I get myself into? I really need some help. Can I train somebody else to help bottle feed? Which my daughter has been fantastic with it because now she's 16 and she knows how to take care of some kittens with confidence.
Right.
And not be afraid to keep them clean and everything. So I'm getting the help I needed. But a lot of times that I'm in such a remote part of rescue that I have access to a bunch of medical care and everything, that I have the super, super hard cases and nobody else is available to help. So I'm kind of stuck in that situation of you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So no one to ask for help.
No one asks for help. So when I do get a break, which for me this weekend is a break, I am utterly grateful.
So finally, I want to talk about Francis. Wait, do it.
Francis, I love you.
So he's like the greatest, most famous now Instagram cat. But what a story.
Yeah.
And isn't it incredible how one cat can raise so much awareness?
Yeah, and in all honesty, there are so many more cats out there just like him. Actually, and I was the one that was willing to share his story from the moment I got him. And to prove that there is care out there for these little guys, and I'm not going to keep it a secret. What did we do right? What did we do wrong? How did we get him here? He's successful. He's an adult now, but he also has glomerular disease. So Francis might not be around for 10, 15 years. He might be around for 5 years. Still, he was a success because now we can use him as a teaching tool of we can treat this. And he made it. So
and he's also helping to raise money and awareness, right?
Yep.
There's a foundation that we should talk about.
We do. I run the Chris Griffey Memorial Feline Foundation, which is a 501c3 that's based in Arlington, Virginia, out of Nova Cat Clinic, and it's named after one of my assistants who committed suicide. So he was an incredible person for the past 10 years that I worked with him, and he wanted to be a social worker when he grew up and work with the unwanted and the needy and everything. And what a fitting theme for these kittens that most of them are unwanted. They're going to get euthanized. What could we do better? Well, maybe this is something that we can put forward in a positive aspect about Chris and make it that these kittens are really actually loved and we can get them the care that they're provided. Just because they're a little bit lower on the totem pole doesn't mean they don't deserve the care that they need. So,
and what's the website that people can help?
You can actually go to novacatclinic.com and click on client resources, and it'll drop you down to Chris Griffey Memorial Feline Foundation. and we help provide medical care in the community for these pediatric and neonate patients that shelters and rescues can't afford or willing to provide the advanced care. We'll provide it for them.